The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
Even more important than what we do on this podcast, with this episode freaking 300. Explosions, fire, people screaming in terror. Our power is apexing. We will soon be unstoppable. Thanks, Matt, for being in the seat with me through the ups and downs of 300 episodes.
Well, thank you, Brent. This has been a real good time every week.
It is. I agree. Besides being a heartfelt good time, it's also about internet reviews, Amazon, Google, Yelp. We read them. We're funny. That's all you gotta know, man. We're buddies. We love you. You love us. Mm-hmm. Nothing bad has ever happened to anyone. And we're gonna do a podcast. Does that about cover it, my man?
Yeah, that's the gist.
That's the jizz.
That's all we need these days.
I think so. Is to ostrich ourselves from the world. Well, who wants to start? I can start, or do you want to start? I'll leave it up to you.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. Yeah. Because I got some Amazon reviews here. Well, I've got a bunch, but just one for this product. This is an Amazon review for Blade/Blade 2/Blade Trinity Blu-ray disc 3FE Blu-ray. We got all your Blade movies here in one package.
The triple pack.
The triple pack, so to speak. This is a review from Xenogen. They title it, "This is the Blu-ray Blade Trilogy." And they write, "I ordered that other Blu-ray Blade Trilogy. I think it was Canadian-based. The one with the horrible aspect ratios and very strange audio at times. Like shotguns that sounded so wimpishly fake, etc. Yeah, some of you know the one. The one that some of us may have ordered, having given up on a proper American-based release. I pre-ordered this Warner Bros. Release since all indicators were that the aspect ratios were going to be corrected. And if they were going to do that, it was my best case scenario hope that the audio would be fine as well. Was it worth the gamble? By gosh. This is the Blu-ray Blade Trilogy that you have been waiting for, dude, at any price. And this happens to be a very, very good price. While the packaging leaves a bit to be desired, never did like stacking discs. It doesn't matter. Why? Because that other Blade Trilogy came with 3 individual cases in a box set. Guess who swapped out discs? Smiley face. If you love the Blade Trilogy and have given up on a quality Blu-ray release, you will be highly pleased with this set. 5 stars.
Okay, don't get me wrong here. This is an annoying type of guy.
Yes,
for sure. This is not the most fun dude. It's following his Instagram is not. At first, it's sort of like, wow, I like this stuff he's collecting, and then it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, do you save any money for your family?
Yeah. I know the exact guy.
Yep, you know the guy. But also, that being said, we need more of this type of guy these days. This guy is a dying breed, I think.
He's making good points that I don't know that I would make on an online public forum, but I would grumble about it. Yeah.
There's a story to the review. It ends up there's a poetic justice. He gets to rip out his Canadian edition. And I'm sure the problem isn't that it's Canadian. I'm sure that it's just a coincidence. Mm-hmm. Whatever distributor it had just didn't care about the quality of the cut, which was like the whole point of Blu-ray or whatever. But it is funny he gets to diss Canada and also like, oh, I got this sweet box. One of a kind. No one else has this. The Canadian edition boxes. I did not make a blunder and buy the low quality. I simply bought them to throw the discs in the garbage. Use their high quality set for my superior Miramax butt fucking edition, top prize. Look at it, it's beautiful. He opens it and it's
You know he's making somebody jealous, though, on some forum somewhere. You all, I'm not the only one who's blundered into this Canadian edition with its wimpish sound.
You know, if you know, you know.
Well, not anymore, friends.
I think what's annoying about this guy, this archetype, this scarecrow that we're building around this reviewer, is, to me, the amount of passion they say to have for every single franchise, for every single IP and property. But I'm like, you can maybe have 5 favorites, maybe 10 favorites. But how is every single high quality Blu-ray you get your favorite? Why you got to buy 6 action figures for every franchise you've ever watched?
Yeah, the action figures, man, that's the thing. This is a guy who posts his monthly recap on Instagram, and he's like, oh, this was a rough month.
Oh, wow.
I had some ups and downs, but I had some good times with good people too. Plus, check out all my action figures I got.
Yeah.
And it's him at the con.
I would have bought more, but I had to buy my daughter fucking diapers and food and shit.
We'll get through this, friends.
Yeah. This Jason figure didn't come with a 3D diorama, so I've been building my own.
Yeah, I swapped out faceplates. You can pop the heads off. It's no big deal.
I think if you just like doing dioramas for action figures, that's very cool, but you got to collect all the movies. You got to get all the action figures. You got to get 17 t-shirts for every franchise you've ever enjoyed. You got to fucking get some movie posters. It's like, where does it? You just should get a store at that point.
Yeah, but I like t-shirts about the things I like just as much as the next guy, just as much as the aging millennial. I want all the Banjo-Kazooie t-shirts and Donkey Kong t-shirts and cute art styles, the mod 60s graphic with all the Animal Crossing villagers. I want that. But I don't get to wear t-shirts just 24/7 anymore. I guess maybe you do. I guess maybe you do, Zach.
And it's just giving, like, when you're a kid, you want everything, and now you're an adult and you get to have everything. But like, maybe you should not. Maybe you should also learn the adult lesson that maybe having everything doesn't mean much. But we're making a lot of assumptions about this poor reviewer. Let's jump the gun here. Where is it? Because I also. Yep, this is it. This review, I think, is the perfect twin to that review. Not to get redundant, I think we'll keep it crispy. But from Amazon, we got a review for the 300 Blu-ray disc.
Oh, let's go.
If you believe it or not.
Blu-ray.
We were of the Blu-ray party. This one's from Super Tim 96. It was written in era, August 28th, 2007.
Oh, dude was like, hey, get your HD DVDs out of my cereal. I'm going Blu-ray. That's the way.
No, he was, yeah, right. Like,
it was Turf Wars back then.
And I remember someone showing me a Blu-ray disc. My friend Keelan, he was like, "Look it, you can like see your reflection in the back of the disc, and they're like basically clear." They were just like, it was such an anomaly. I forgot what movie we watched, but I was like, I don't know if it looks better. Is what I remember thinking. But Super Tim 96 titles their review "Great Adaptation of a Fictional Adaptation of Historical Content." Confusing, is it? Not really. It's a comic book, graphic novel of the story of the 300 Spartans that fought their brains out long, long ago. It's not Oscar worthy, but it's entertaining to the last. No quote real actors, but it's still a box office smash in 2007. Testosterone aplenty. This film has great action scenes and cartoony blood to keep to the original look of the comic and to avoid a harsher MPAA rating, but is staged well. A bit too much slow-mo fighting, but not too distracting. Men, your women will enjoy this movie as much as you. At the very least, from an eye candy standpoint, for the ladies' enjoyment, match. Does that mean naturally? I don't know.
Yeah.
Testosterone-fueled fighting and killing coupled with striking visuals and a carefully crafted transformation from page to screen makes for some great entertainment. I believe that was a run-on sentence. Oh well, smiley face emoji. Don't sweat if you should buy the Blu-ray or HD DVD version. If you are like me and happen to be a high-def junkie and own both formats, WB uses the same digital transfer for both types, so they are more or less identical in high-def areas. I think the HD DVD has more plentiful or more interactive special features, though. Don't quote me on it, but either are a good choice if you have the means.
No,
4 out of 5 stars.
Vision for the future. No, they're not. Oh man, yeah, I think we got some of like the Bourne movies on HD DVD. I don't know if they've ever been put into a player.
I remember I was an Xbox 360 kid, and PS3 was the Blu-ray one.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox 360 had HD DVDs, but to play HD DVDs, you had to buy a dongle, with an adapter. Your grandpa's damn Windows 98 playing CDs on it or something. So I wanted it, but you can't always get what you want. Maybe that's the theme of this episode.
Beyond the red case, I don't know that you don't need those extra features, but it sounds like Super Tim. Did dude check out both versions just to be sure?
He owns both versions just so he can brag about owning both versions.
Oh man,
I think we hate a fence sitter more than a nerd who collects movies. Probably he took no stake in the war. He said, "Let me buy bonds in both stocks.
That way, even if I lose, I win." No,
right?
Oh,
smiley face emoji.
What kind of win is that? You're not invested.
Yes,
true.
Yes. Yeah, and I think we can also talk about the closeted homosexual energy of this review. Men, your women will like this movie. The nipples look like they could cut glass in slow motion.
Too much slow motion for me. Don't slow it down anymore. I don't want to see those rippling muscles just. Oh.
It's for the ladies' enjoyment, okay? It's not mine.
Ladies love Leonidas.
That was the joke when this movie came out. It's doing so good because ladies can like it too. They're jilling off in the theater. They're going crazy.
I don't think so. Do you think so?
I don't think so. I remember people saying that, but there's the Cookie Monster pajama pants girls who would be like, Jared Leto. That's not who's in this. Gerard Butler. Jared Butler.
And that guy from Van Helsing too. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I remember the guy with the eye patch is also like, oh man, that's a guy, but I don't remember.
He's in Van Helsing. That's all I know of.
Okay.
He might have been a Lord of the Rings elf guy, something like that.
Oh yeah, the one of the that's me brother, that's me cousin,
something like that.
Yeah.
He's a guy. It's not Oscar worthy. It's not Oscar Wilde. It is entertainment. Can't knock that.
I'm a bit of an Oscar Wilde, but when it comes to buying DVDs, I consider myself a bit of an Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde would be okay with any sort of whether it's the female gaze, the male gaze, whatever they're looking at. Oscar's gonna be cool with it.
Yeah, I think
if it's the gaze for
aspiring to
the modded people, that's something I'm surprised Super Tim didn't comment on. Like there was a guy with just like blades for arms, if I remember right. All sorts
There's
of
rhinos, like super rhinos.
Yeah, tonight we dine in hell type stuff.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Fat guys with like mecha spider legs.
I'm a long way from Thermopylae here.
Do you have a review?
Yeah. Let me see where I want to go. Where do I want to go? I just searched the number 300 on Google Maps, and I don't know if it like knows where I am. Probably, I mean it does. But one of the hits, go figure, is my old Community Unit School District 300. So it's been very highly reviewed. It's sitting at a solid 3.3 from 23 reviews. I don't know who has the desire to review a school district in order to know what.
Only people who would get, sorry to interrupt, would get that, are mad, would go out of their way to review a school district.
So you can sense where this is gonna go here. Here's a review from Shawnee Owl. Their profile pics is Majora's Mask, so they're cool. They're cool with me. They write, truly awful people. They give you no definitive answer. They constantly transfer you to make someone else deal with you. Nobody has any clue what's going on. This is exactly the problem with society. 1 star.
Oh, I love the this is what's wrong with society. Not the billionaires selling our information to advertisers and treating us like cattle. Not gas prices, not
that we're betting on everything suddenly.
Yeah, you're right. Not the moral degradation of young men and young people and old people, but the general stupidity of the population. But that you get transferred when you try and call a business sometimes.
Sometimes something's just not what somebody deals with. It's out of their wheelhouse. It's over their head.
Yeah. And
I tell people, like,
so much that they don't even know how to where to transfer to.
That sounds like a thing. I trust you, but I'm sorry. It's not nothing I've ever heard of, bro. I'll tell you, I'm not going to just pass the buck willy-nilly. I hang on to the buck as long as I can. And if I'm going to respect your time. If you got time for me to dig around and try and find an answer, I'll try. But I might just have to transfer you somewhere at the end of the day.
They act like they're being shot and scorned. I mean, you gonna piss on me through the phone too? You put me on hold? Transfer me to God knows who?
Ziggy Vaugh writes, I am writing to file a complaint on Donna Seghi from The Office.
Wow.
Her behavior has become increasingly unacceptable, as she has consistently demonstrated a lack of professionalism and respect towards me and others. Recently, Donna displayed extreme rudeness by yelling at me and accusing me of lying without any justifications. Her actions not only disrupted the work environment, but also created an atmosphere of hostility and unprofessionalism. 1 star.
I'm a fan of Donna. This lady thinks she can leave a review like it's like a letter you write. She's like trying to get Donna fired here. But just if I write professionally, then it shows how unprofessional she is, and I will get her fired and ruin her life. Shut up.
Nah.
Stupid Office. As a government worker, of course they're bad.
I think Donna's just standing her ground. She's been there long enough to know what to say, know what's her duty, and know what she's not going to mess with.
Sometimes you're going to go into an office situation and deal with a cranky lady. When me and Matt went to school, I think this is past the statutes of limitations. The lady in the financial aid office, there's several ladies. I think most of them were real nice. One lady was a real mean old bitch, and you get her, you just kind of got to deal with it. It's just that's your life for the next 20 minutes. Sometimes
you can say whatever you want now. They cut off our emails. We can speak freely.
That's so true, dude. They're giving us nothing anymore.
It's probably her fault. She's like, let's pinch some pennies here. Cut off the alumni emails.
No, I blame the investors. Our college is now for profit. But there, I can say that now too. Give me back my email and I'll be a little nicer, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think I realized this week actually that I had a World Market account through that old email. I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to try and go to the store, because I go to the store and I just tap in my phone number, but I'm trying to buy something online, and they're like, these discounts are only available online, and it's like, oh, you got a number? You can put in your number here. And it's like, sorry, that number's not working. Like, but I punched that same number in.
No.
I got one more review here, as long as we're angry. This is from Eva Cameron. They write, Alex Boehm left Scott for dead and stole his Nintendo. He still owes my family for theft, as he ditched Scott after stealing his belongings and ruining his availability for classes. 1 star.
Not the Nintendo.
That's the biggest point to me. Don't take his Nintendo, man.
His whole Nintendo? You didn't even borrow a game and just forget to give it back?
6 years ago, it was probably a 3DS, we're going to say. Probably 3DS. Maybe it's a Switch 6 years ago.
60. Man, his whole Switch?
That's rough. Left him for dead, which thereby negatively affected his availability for class, I'm assuming.
Left him at the bottom of a gorge, fucking slammed between 2 rocks. Left him, what's that fucking
127 hours.
Yeah, left him 127 hours style without his Nintendo.
You could have put one of the Joy-Cons in his hand and just played with the other.
127 hours wouldn't have been so bad if dude had like some Donkey Kong to chill on or something.
Splatoon 2 or something. I feel pretty cool.
Man, my fucking leg hurts, but the Wi-Fi out here is great somehow. Starlink is cooking.
Yeah, I googled this guy's name along with Scott. I didn't find any articles or anything like that, so mysteries abound. But
what if you were stranded 127 hours style, and you had to communicate you're stranded through
Google reviews?
Through Splatoon 2.
Oh, even harder. Well, you could draw some of those fancy drawings that those children draw. They're pretty darn good.
That's true. You don't. I was thinking you'd have to write, like you'd have to try and write English with a giant paintbrush to like little Japanese children who are just trying to color over
limited.
it.
You're limited to just painting lines in like the match. Whoa.
Right. That's the hell I've created. 127 hours of Splatoon 2.
Okay. I'm sorry. I went to Eva Cameron's account, and I'm just reading her reviews from Duncan. It looks like it's all 6 years ago. She went on a tear. From Duncan. Coffee to go, 5 stars. From Jelly Cafe, Mount Prospect. Drive to Wisconsin, 5 stars.
She started just checking in.
I didn't even see this one. Veteran Acres Park, clean, drug dealers tell police, 5 stars. From McDonald's, strawberry, 5 stars.
Wow. Very
and
nice
here we go.
To help the McDonald's out with a 5-star.
Go. Best Buy, game Nintendo, 5 stars.
The origin story.
The same Nintendo that done got jacked.
But he got from Best Buy. They don't have that kind of replacement policy.
No. Hey, sorry. Good luck.
Okay. I think we're going to take our 300th break here. And you owe us this one.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to Ding Ding Bareknuckle Letterboxding.
Okay.
Ding, ding. What's that? Oh, it's kind of the same as some other segments we have, but in this case, we just take a bunch of reviews from the movie review website Letterboxd. And I know you're like, you already had a review from 300, so what the heck are you doing? Talk about leveling up. I've got some reviews for the movie 3,000 Years of Longing. We got some high aspirations for this podcast. We're going to be around till I don't know how long it would take to get to that.
I was going to say, you're selling the buck on episode 3000. What the heck are we going to even talk about?
I don't know. Surely someone will have written more reviews by then.
That's true.
3,000 Years of Longing. I remember when this came out. I didn't see it. It's directed by George Miller. I know you think of George Miller and you think of like intense action sequences and Mad Maxes and cool stuff like that. Well, this is the story of a solitary scholar discovering an ancient bottle while on a trip to Istanbul, who unleashes a djinn who offers her 3 wishes. Filled with reluctance, she is unable to come up with one. So the djinn tries to inspire her with his stories. It's got Tilda Swinton. It's got Idris Elba. That's
okay.
Idris Elba with pointy genie ears. Pretty wild.
I mean, there's no way he's not sexy in it, at least.
He's probably sexy. Some people were like, my wish would be Idris. Here's a review from Soph F. It is a short and sweet. They write, everything everywhere all at once for white people, 4 stars.
I think everything everywhere all at once is
already for white people.
Is already for, even though it's got an awesome Asian representation. It's unfortunately it'd be for the white people.
It's for the Caucasian gays.
Yeah.
Here is a review from Mando. By the way, I'm excited to see that movie. Where are we? A week away?
It came so soon. I'm like trying to see it with my wife, but I just took a vacation. I kind of gotta wait, take a few days off. We'll see. I might be late to the curve, but I am also excited.
Yeah. Anyway, here's what Mando has to write. Probably the worst movie I've seen this year. Left the theater so confused. Visually pleasing, which is why it gets a 2. Plot was a mess. Felt like I was at History 101 watching this movie. Save your money and watch DC League of Super Pets. Maybe I just didn't understand it, and I'm dumb. 2 stars.
DC League of Super Pets. Is this Baby Dribble? 3. So you don't watch this movie. You watch a show for babies.
Was that a movie that came out, or is that a show?
I don't know.
There was. I feel like there was a super dog, bat dog. Yeah. This looked like Dribble. There's no disputing that.
Yeah, okay. So it's Batman dog and Superman dog.
Yeah, with Dwayne Johnson voicing Crypto, the super dog. And
no, get Dwayne. I'm sorry, man.
And Kevin Hart as Ace the Bat Hound. I mean, it's got Keith David as Dog L. That sounds pretty cool.
That is cool. We've come so far from when. Just
a smattering of SNL people. It's got Ben Schwartz in it, so I'll give it some props.
We've come so far from when The Rock broke some dude's arm with a 2x4 in The Rundown or whatever that movie is. Now, this movie does have the guy from Flight of the Conchords as Aquaman. Okay. That might be kind of funny.
I see Kevin Conroy as a unlisted voice credit, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll.
Yeah.
The
jury's out.
I just like that this person's like, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. I see movies 97 writes, I expected it to be sexier, ... Movie was kind of a trickster, ... 1 star.
Oh. Tricky. Hey, I thought I saw some maybe boobies or wiener in this. So it's kind of tricky. Tricky.
Kind of old
movie.
bait and switch, you shifty little movie. Katie writes, I loved the flashback, and I love a story about stories. And this one is undoubtedly very beautiful, but it has absolutely nothing to say and is unfortunately mid. Alas. 3 stars.
Alas. What could have been?
I don't know. Stories about stories. Hit or miss, you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, I love 1984, but when you get to the book in the book, nosedive.
That's true. That is not a memorable part. What's that? Secondhand lions with little fucking...
yeah, Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah, fuck
Michael
that
Caine
movie.
being a redneck type guy.
I'm Michael Caine, but I'm not British this time.
Maybe he is. I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm an old gay man.
I'm an old man with my brother. I'm a hard ass. I'm the hard ass brother. It's not John Voight. It's that other guy. I don't care. Here's a review from...
They could be called Good Stepdad, Bad Stepdad. Anyway.
Here's a review from Darvis Albert. They write, fuck! This ruined my generational run. I was watching absolute bangers back to back, and now this sobbing emoji. Obviously, it wasn't bad, just not my thing, but it still ruined such a streak. 3 stars.
I don't think this movie makes the other movies worse or anything. If anything, law of averages, it's relieving to get a bad one out the way. That means more.
Yeah, you were due.
Right.
I understand the feeling, though. I love when I see a movie that's like, wow, that sticks with me. That was a good movie. And then you watch another one, and you're like, dang, yes. Like you see Coco, and you're like, I feel again. And then, I don't know, you watch some trash, and you're like, this was really just a waste of my time. Guess not everything can be the Lobster.
Not everyone can be John C. Reilly.
No, never.
Putting his hand in a toaster.
This is a review from Gerrymander. They write, one of the questions that can run through a person's mind while listening to a story is, when will this end? I did not wait to find out. Amazing cast for telling stories, but the stories were not compelling and degraded to the point I gave up. Parentheticals, ... And I watched to the end of Sharktopus. Half a star.
Yeah, but Sharktopus is supposed to be bad. Don't act. These people act like I watched Sharktopus. What a bad piece of shit movie. It's like, no, you enjoyed it for exactly the reason the creators wanted you to enjoy it. Don't. Yeah. You're the tricky reviewer. I'm just. Anytime a reviewer's messing with me, I'm just gonna call him tricky from now on. Trickster.
Here's a review from Mirror 2000. Hot as hell and a flop. I have further thoughts. We'll write more later. I love horny media, especially the way this movie is horny. Like, desire is the reason why everything happens. Desire is why everything that has ever happened has happened, especially in this movie. And I love the storytelling here. Will not write more later. 4 stars.
I love that. That's the first little cheeky little. I say this in my reviews thing I've heard in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of people writing out or write more later.
And then they don't. And you're like, I've been left hanging for 2 years. You said you'd come back. Come on.
I understand the sentiment. You care about that review and that product in the moment. And then upon walking away from it, the triviality becomes apparent to your subconscious and it's deleted. But come on.
All right, I got 2 more to wind us down. This is from Maddie_G_6116. They write, soundtrack, ? Out of 5. Had to watch this shit for my film class. Freaking bizarre, fever dream, bro. Concept sounded cool on paper, but this movie is just so strange. Sorry, prof, but this was not it. 1.5 stars.
Sorry, prof. Who cares if you have to watch a movie for school if it's bad?
You're not
actively doing work. You get to watch a movie for school. Yeah. my favorite class ever was probably my like cinema and literature class, where we just like would read a book and then watch the movie. You know how good it is going to a college class, like your half-hour, 2-hour college class, knowing it's just going to be a movie? That's so
Sick.
good, dude. And I
Sick.
know you're like paying to be educated and like maybe you should get a little more, but like everyone needs a little movie every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to appreciate that when it happens.
Exactly.
Here is our last review. This is from Bex Palmchin. They write, I've seen and read enough genie media to know not to fuck around with the wishes. Just wish for that guy to be free right off the bat and get on with your life. Thank me later. 3 stars.
No. Wish one $10 billion. Wish to like good health for you and your family for as long as is reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want any fucking zombies walking around unnaturally. Wish 3, you're free, genie, as long as you're cool. If you're a cool genie, if you're cool with the djinn, you can run around, do whatever you want. If you're kind of a jerk ass, maybe I want to put you back in that fucking bottle, bro.
If you're a trickster, you better let me know.
But if you're Christina Aguilera going to rub me the right way, Mr. Genie, I will let you free in a heartbeat. Just let me wish for $10 billion first.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Having $10 billion, yeah, I would. I don't know. Pay a guy to go to Elon Musk's house and tell him you're an idiot. That's the kind of money I'd have. I have a review. Thank you for letterboxing us.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to our Letterboxd's Boomer Uncle website, IMDb.
Nice.
Internet Movie Database. You say IMDb almost like IM is like one letter. Mess me up there. Anyway, I got a review. Surprise, surprise. 300. Rise of an Empire.
Prequel? Prequel.
Yeah, straight to DVD prequel from 2014. No one watched this, but except Fleeks. Fleeks titles their review decent action flick. Extremely harsh reviews ratings are unjustified. They write, I didn't intend to review this movie, but I am doing so because I think a lot of reviews are really slanted and uncalled for. A lot of reviews are calling out historical fallacies and giving the movie 1-star ratings. I think this is completely unjustified. This is entertainment and must be treated as such. History aside, there's more than one element of pure fantasy in this movie, so one hardly expects the historical portrayal to be a completely factual. The storyline is average. The visual effects action sequences are without a doubt state of the art. I generally hate never-ending mindless action sequences, but ones in this flick were quite watchable. They were even brilliant in some moments. The best part of the movie for me were the characters. I find the Persians far more interesting. Xerxes and Artemisia, Eva Green, are both fascinating. And my biggest gripe with this film is that these fascinating personalities didn't really have much to do. Sadly, the 300 franchise thrives mostly on action sequences and plot lines on the back burner. And plotlines stay on the back burner. I think that's where the opportunity of making a brilliant sequel was lost, and the viewer was left with a decent but forgettable action flick. I'd be remiss. It would be remiss of me not to give the gorgeous Eva Green a standalone mention. She looks amazing throughout, and more than badass to fit her part. Her presence alone was worth the price of admission. 7 out of 10 stars.
Girl, what are you doing in this schlock? Eva, come on. You were in James Bond movies.
You were in maybe Eva Green will read my review and she'll be like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Send me a little DM ski on the old IMDb, as actors are wont to do.
She might like reach out and say, I can show you a bit more. Oh, Sonny boy.
Reach out. Top 5 contributor account created in March 2008. Oh, man.
You really know what you're talking about, big boy.
You got a little, he's got old Robbie De Niro as his profile picture. This is Average rating 7, very few 10s and very few 1s.
Okay.
This is a cinemaphile, all right?
Okay, hey. Smooth operator over here.
Smooth operator. Well,
yeah, I don't know, man. I like looking at Eva Green as much as the next guy. But I don't know that I'm going to watch this whole movie just to see her being a badass.
Yeah. Eva Green's got like a tiny little face or something. I don't know. Something I don't get about Eva Green's situation. I don't think she's ugly. That would be ridiculous to say. But I mean, could you like go on a date and take Eva Green seriously? I guess her in a date, that's unfair to say. I'm sure she's very charming in a date context, but her as like an actress, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just imagining myself being across from Eva Green and it being very awkward. But that's projecting, you know. This is episode 300. All right, we're gonna be introspective. We're gonna be aware of ourselves. We're gonna call ourselves out when we're being a little weird. And I was projecting right there, and that's not great. She's in Casino Royale, people. She's got to be sexy. Don't just let anyone be in those movies. Do you have a review to cherry on top this?
Yeah, I got
episode 300.
Well, do you want? I guess I got 2 books here. One is a super short review of a Spanish book. One is a review of a cookbook.
That's a short review of the Spanish book. I don't know if we've had that.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't fuck with Spanish usually.
We don't. This is a book called 300 Palabras. Is that just Tracy and Palabras? I should know that. It's been a while since I've been at old Carthage Spanish class.
Hey, but what a place to be.
Yeah. It's called 300 words, 300 Palabras. I could tell you about it, but the description is also in Spanish. But here's a review that has been translated from Belén. They write, a book that shouldn't be longer than 300 words. I expected more. So much more. 1 star.
I mean, you read the title, didn't you?
I'm just confused. You see, they say it shouldn't be longer than 300 words, but you expected more. How can we please you?
This is every customer ever. This is emblematic. If we're talking about what's wrong with society today, here it is.
No. Oh God, no, I forgot about this one. This is what's wrong with society. I don't want to stretch the episode. I'll just
no.
Unless you want to stretch
Feel
it.
free.
Okay.
Let's stretch it. Let's give him a little bonus for episode 300.
God almighty, I forgot I even had this one. This is a Goodreads review. They're owned by Amazon. But the reviews are unique because you can put GIFs in there and stuff. This is a Goodreads review for difficult riddles for smart kids. 300 difficult riddles and brain teasers families will love. By M. Prefontaine. There's a lot of riddles, Mr. Prefontaine. Here is a review from Manny. He's listed as an author. He's got a little check of approval on Goodreads, which makes it all the more sickening that I guess he titles his review, quote unquote. Or there's a bold heading to his review. It says, want to read. And he writes, I have asked ChatGPT riddles before, and sometimes it gets them. But when it's a known riddle, there is always the very real possibility that it was in its training data. This afternoon, I happened to think of a new riddle, at least as far as I know it's new. Not found the answer at once, but I wanted to try it on chat. Here's the riddle. An orange played another orange at tennis. What was the score? For once, chat answered like a proper old-fashioned science fiction AI. The score would be love, love, because oranges don't have arms to play tennis. And I had to give it a lot of help before it understood the correct answer, which in case you haven't already guessed is... Do you know what the answer is?
No, I don't. Please tell.
Deuce. Chat apologized and agreed that having more audio in its trading material might help it get puns. Is it an orange juice pun? I don't understand.
I don't.
Where's the score? Deuce.
Orange's fiber makes you poop, so it's a deuce.
He continues, I then tried some more riddles. When I gave it the hint that came from a famous book, it correctly guessed this one. What was roots as nobody sees, is taller than trees, up it goes, and yet never grows. And then also got several other riddles from Bilbo's and Gollum's riddle game, explaining each one's correctly. It, however, had a lot of trouble with, why did the elephant marry the ant? But got it once I explained it, after which it could happily theorize about whether this was a proto-feminist joke. Finally, it came up with an interesting non-standard answer to the classic, I went to the wood and got it. I sat down and looked for it. The more I looked for it, the less I liked it, and I took it home because I couldn't find it. Namely, the following. The answer to this riddle is nothing. The person went to the wood to get it, but they couldn't find it, no matter how hard they looked. They then took nothing home because they couldn't find what they were looking for. It understood why the actual answer is a splinter when I told it. What a strange, clever machine it is. And he doesn't give a star rating. I don't know what bro's on about. He wanted to talk about riddles.
It has no capacity. Yeah. It has no capacity to understand. It's a large language model. It's just, you're basically masturbating, and it's just like, it's just filling in words not at random, but based on an algorithm to please you. You're just computer, please, computer jerk me off. That's all you're doing, bro. You're not doing any sort of cool intellectual research. It's making you think you are, so you pay more. You're a fucking lemon. You're a fucking
turd.
idiot.
You're a toad. You purport to be an author. What garbage did you write, Manny?
2 lemons are playing basketball. One of them throws a free throw. Does he get the rebound? No? Oh, large language model. You do not understand. Let me explain to you like a baby child. Let me type in things over and over to burn a couple of trees in the rainforest so I can get some amusement because I cannot. Art makes me feel small because its meanings intimidate me.
He's got one of his quote unquote titles. Chat GPT acts as though it has strong ethical intuitions, even though it says it hasn't any. First of all, terrible title, but he is listed as an author, as is Chat GPT. You're what's wrong.
Wow.
You are part of what's wrong.
Chat GPT's an author.
Yeah.
At least there's one author who I'd rather read than J.K. Rowling.
That's a good place to get the hell away from this trash.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this journey to 300 episodes. Me and Matt have had a blast hanging out every week, hanging out with y'all. We're going to keep chugging along as usual. So tune in. Yeah, new episodes every Tuesday. # Tuesday Reviews Day. We've done just about 300 weeks in a row. Save a couple Christmases, a couple greatest hits episodes, but they'll take a minute to make. Mm-hmm. All right. That ain't for free. Actually, it's all for free. That's the best part. New episodes every Tuesday. If you'd like to send in a review for us to laugh at, if I missed any of those 300 reviews, I have one more, but it was very long. We got new episodes every Tuesday, and you want to send in a review for it, you little crazy guy? reviewparty.com@gmail.com. Include your name so we can throw you some credit.
If you want to reach out to us some other way, you can just leave comments on anything we have posted for the past almost 6 years we've been doing this.
Yeah.
300 episodes plus worth. You could comment on any post, and guess what? We'll see it and potentially engage. Depending on how our day is going and if we have time at the moment and we don't forget about it.
Yeah, we might just shoot a little heart too.
Yeah, we might just do that.
I like that.
You can find us at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, or at reviewpartypod on Twitter. We also we've got some stuff on YouTube, and sometimes write our own reviews on Letterboxd. I think I actually have written a few Goodreads reviews. I don't know if it's personal or under the Review Party umbrella for some of those meme books. And we've got a website, reviewparty.com. What can you find there? Shop, blog, lots of blue, just a general good time.
You want a good time? Turn your freaking stereo over to the Nosebleeds, dude. Nosebleeds let us use their song Bread for Breakfast throughout the episode. We appreciate it. If you want to go show them support or hear some more great tunes, go, search Nosebleeds. You can find them on Spotify or wherever you get your music. Follow, subscribe, favorite, whatever the button is, wherever you're listening, hit it. We're happy to have you wherever you're listening. We don't give a rip, but you know there's a button there, and you know it helps when it helps us when you hit it, so we would appreciate it. I have a review to send us out of here officially. David Shavinsky on Amazon has a review for the 300/300 ROE/Troy Blu-ray box triple set.
Let's go, buddy.
So 3 films here for the price of one. They title it I Love the 300 Movies. They write, I love the 300 movies, plus the Troy movie was kind of a bonus since I never watched it. 5 stars.
It's nice to have it, though.